Hello everybody, welcome back to the Osu Catch World Cup quarterfinals weekend, and we have another huge winners bracket match for you today, South Korea and Poland. My name is Kujibo and I'm being joined here by Ewong. How you doing, Ewong?
I'm great. Back with another banger of a match. Two teams that have been storming through the World Cup. Poland playing super well, along with South Korea, last year's champions. This time, the two face each other in the quarterfinals. How do I feel about this one?
I think it's going to be a very difficult match for Poland. I definitely see them taking points, though. They do have probably one of their strongest lineups ever, if we're being honest. Like, not having Leku, even though Leku was a really strong player in past years, if he was there, I think, even replacing him with this team this year, this team's still just a lot better.
Yeah, it is a very good team, and they will pose a challenge against the South Korean side, who have had a rather easy path to this stage this year. They've got a pretty similar lineup. They've got their core, they've got the Hyper W, Yes My Darkness. We'll see a number one band from Poland and a hard rock one band from South Korea, and it looks like the first map that's actually been picked is 1 second. Bit more than 1 second. Yes, it will be the mixed mod map.
Yeah, not a surprising pick from South Korea. This is definitely something I would see them picking. Quite the hard map, I would say. A little bit trickier than the other maps in pool. Yeah, so definitely not something surprising. We are gonna see probably OYG, Nomod, Sumi, Hard Rock, and Draystar obviously gonna be the hidden player. And then for Poland, I'd assume it would be Trigon on Nomod, Fob on Hidden, and then maybe... I mean, they've got a few good players for Hard Rock. Skylia gonna be the Hard Rock player.
Yeah, as you said, the Korean side is super strong. They do have a lot of strength this year, not only in just the manpower they have, but the variation. They have players that can play mods super well, and players that can cover that covers mod picks, and especially for mixed mod, when you can play the mix with players to be able to cover all three mods super well, that poses a threat, and this mixed mod pick really makes sense for them. As for the Polish side, they do have what it takes. They have Fob, who can pretty comfortably play hidden, and Skylayer, as you said, on the hard rock, pretty reliable there, and Trigon on non-mod, most likely.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, this is quite the tricky map, but I think Poland actually might be a bit of an interesting opponent to go up against on this. I feel like they've definitely got capability there. I mean, Trigon's really good at no mod, I think, of all sorts of pro trades, and Fob is obviously, one of the best low AR hidden players there is, and Skylia, someone I think who does get underestimated sometimes, but if you're within the community, you know just how good they are at Hard Rock.
They were off. Sumi's going to be opting for the hidden as well.
And I would say that fairly typical Sumi.
Yeah, Sumi thing to do. He is the new addition to the roster to help strengthen that hard rock.
Fob gonna be the first miss, but this one is quite painful, especially with hidden. Like, I would rather play no mod or hard rock blindfolded than play this with hidden. So.
Bob with another one. Bob really the only one falling behind now on the Polish side. Trigon. Now Skylayer dropping on the hard rock. Meanwhile, South Korea Still the 3 FCs. Magnificent play from them here as we go into the second half. We're going to find that drop, but it's traded by Skylia and Fob. Now, definitely the advantage on the Korean side. Subi's found one there, but when you compare the 2 misses that Wig and Subi have found collectively to the few that Skylia and Fob have collected throughout this map, and really it's just so clear on this South Korean side. And with that Grey Star and Sears loss on the hidden, which is super impressive. Ion as well on the low one, but with the number of misses that Skylia and Fob have found, really not much I think you can do here.
Oh, yeah, that is fair. I mean, yeah, everyone's still getting a fair bit of score. The 2 FCs, though, I think that's probably the most FCs there will be on this map. I mean, there is one game that I believe could prove me wrong, but right now, just looking at this, I'd say this is probably the most FCs we're going to see on this map, so solid out of these players. But yeah, Korea definitely taking a... I wouldn't even... Yeah, I suppose a calculated first pick. I mean, I think this is definitely a Korea sort of map, so...
Yeah, now they move to the Polish pick, and they do have a pretty strong roster here, so they can make picks that they can be quite confident in winning.
Real question will be, will Korea pick Nomod 3? Will they take that XCOM buff again this week?
In a while, the who's here. Hidden 3 will be the pick. Yakuban making that decision. And they definitely have a hidden roster that can hold up.
And when I went out for breakfast this morning, the menu didn't have pancakes. It's so sad.
Jam with pancake. Just pancake, not pancakes. I just realized that.
Oh, yeah.
Trigon.
Let me get one pancake.
Fob, the obvious pick here for hidden. Trigon playing as well, very capable of fast hidden, and with an AI 9.5, 9.4, definitely see him perform well here. Viola coming in as well to complete the team. YMD, Draystar, and Oig are going to be the ones playing for the South Korean side.
Yeah, not a surprising lineup considering, you know, how skilled OYG is at hidden these days. I remember a couple to a few years ago, he didn't play too much hidden, but like you'll find a lot of hidden plays from him nowadays. So he has like really stepped into an overall generalist role pretty well. Still one of the best hard rock players out there as well.
We'll see how that goes as we get started with this map.
Yeah, no Boba for this map, so Boba playing Totem.
Maybe Philo's got it all covered here.
Oh, no doubt, Philo is quite a good player.
Fob, very early miss. We may see more from the side of Korea though, which might just do Poland their justice. No one's gonna drop yet after that one.
Yeah, and Korea just doing their thing right now as we get through the first quarter. No one dropping even accuracy, but if you drop accu, you'll drop combo too because of the slider velocity.
They're storming through this. They're all still SSing, as you said, and may potentially have won that spinner as well. It is their game.
Having Draystar on the spinner definitely helps.
Definitely their game right now.
That's
Pop a fair bit behind right now. Maybe struggling a little bit. Perhaps just a bit of tawny nerves. Philo and Trigon both still SSing right now. 5-way SS in the lobby.
Oh, and Draystar is the one to find the first miss there. But it's followed up by Philo, who is a new person to drop combo, dropping the SC there. Trigon the only one left, and with that miss, the chances of Poland taking this one getting slimmer and slimmer.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't beat 2 FCs with only 1 FC.
Really, it's nothing much but just class performance from South Korea. YMD with that FC. What else do you expect? Same as Oig, who is still holding on long with YMD. Draystar finds one more and another.
Yeah,
Oigavis. That wasn't Oigavis.
Yeah. Yep, YMD just out here farming. So is Trigon too. The top-ranked PP farmers out of their respective countries, I believe.
Yes, I believe so. The 2 number 1s.
Yeah, Fob finding a few misses there, along with Philo, which drags down the score a little bit. But really, when you're trying to put up a score against the South Korean side, which does that, really not much you can do.
DT1 is the very quick pick from YMD.
As he'll be stepping out, Jisun making an appearance for the first time, and Sumi coming back in to play. Looks like Poland will reconsider their roster. Philo, the only one staying in, with Yakubon making an appearance for the first time this match. Third yet to be decided. Likely going to be seeing maybe Trigon or Skylayer coming for this one. We are yet to see Boba play.
Yeah, just chilling at the moment, I guess.
Maybe on our side, but maybe Poland is having a bit of trouble considering who that third player may be. And Skylayer will be the other one.
I was gonna say, I don't feel like that's really something that Poland would be too worried about. I feel like they've got plenty of variability in a lot of these DT picks. But, you never know.
And off we go, starting the match off. South Korea obviously going to be comfortable in this one. Philo and Yakubon still holding FCs with eyes on Skylayer, who came in last on that Polish side. Sumi's had an early miss, giving Poland a slight advantage for now. some accuracy drop from the Polish side, Skylayer and Yakubon especially. However, that accuracy drop will not matter as Sumi found an early miss. That early miss though has built back up into some combo, only a little bit behind it of G-Sun and Oig, who are still on full combos as well.
Yeah, no one giving an inch at the moment. This could even be a Poland point if it keeps going the way it has so far. I mean, Poland has been playing quite well. They've only been like a little bit short in a few of these plays against South Korea.
Oh, and Philo's the one. That's gonna quickly go back to the South Korean side, who will build their lead quite a bit now. They've got Sumi above 600 and Oig and G-Sun still FCing. Now Philo's turn to build back up to some decent combo, while Yakubon and Skylayer still FC, and they'll need to hold that FC. That's super important if they want to see the lead go back their way. Knowing these South Koreans, they will not miss, and that is true, they're not missing. They're still FCing, and Yakubon finds a couple of misses. So it's Philo that'll push the bar to the red side a little bit more.
Yeah, it is extended point. Sumi Philo trading not gonna change anything. They need OYG or G-Sun to drop, and they need to maintain that combo. Oh, Sumi gonna drop off the break, but it looked like Philo missed just before that as well, so it's not really gonna matter.
Yeah, and it's not the player you want missing either if you're on the Polish side. G-Sun or Oig are the ones to target. They are still holding FCs. Matched only to one FC on the Polish side, that being Skylayer. We've seen this before. They're not gonna miss, they're gonna continue to play until maybe just one unfortunate miss at the end. But regardless, it's still in South Korea's favor. We know they're gonna FC the maps, and they've been showing that for so long. Yakubon gonna find one more miss. Definitely means that South Korea's got this one sealed, their third point.
Yeah, and it was their pick as well, so yeah, there's a reason why it was their pick. And Skylayer also, yeah, FC in there, so very good play out of her. And yeah, it's just 1 FC to 2 again.
Yeah, it is unfortunate that Philo and Yakubon found those misses and found more than one. We saw from Sumi he was able to at least sustain some combo before finding a few misses again, but even then he's got the backing of G-Sun and Oig, who will undoubtedly FC and set wonderful spinners as well.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what their next pick will be. They did falter a little bit on that hidden pick, and South Korea, I would say, not the best team to pick hidden against. I've always seen them, like each year, as just one of those teams that just comes into hidden and just smashes every team. Like, more often than not, at least. And Nova 3, now this has been interesting. They're picking the XCOM buff, but they're trying to take it to
the Terraria map. He's got the Terraria map. I keep saying this, but I find it so shocking how XCOM's managed to map a song out of this. Trigon, Yakubon, and Fob in opposition to the Polish side. Fob is playing it not hidden for once.
I would say it's a very sensible lineup out of Poland, though, as you know, you have strong players there. Still haven't seen Boba yet, which is kind of interesting.
He's saving his energy.
Perhaps.
Maybe, just maybe, but that will need to rely a lot on Poland being able to take a few points before South Korea pull it a bit too far their advantage. G-Sun, YMD, and Oig going to be playing. We saw already great scores out of G-Sun and Oig. YMD as well. You really cannot underestimate him. He will play superbly.
Yeah, we will be getting into it now. So, let's see what way the XCOM buff goes.
Is it a Polish Terraria buff?
Or is it a South Korean XCOM buff?
True.
Oh, IMD out of everyone fighting the early missiles. Oig, who is a bit behind, and Jisun as well. It might be all white from South Korea, and Poland will need to take this to their advantage, build up a bit of an advantage while they still have it. Oh, Trigon and not Trigon, Jakubon and Form missing Trigon, the only SC left actually. And he will be the one keeping them afloat, keeping that advantage on the blue side, but no, it goes to the South Korean side now, as YMD and Jisun have found a bit of combo again. For this map, the combo isn't the hardest of things to find. You see these super dense patterns. And it looks like South Korea are stable again. They found a bit of footing.
Yeah, Jisun gonna find a miss, but yeah, even though they
Jakubon
They
and
did
Form.
give an inch, but it just wasn't enough for Poland at this stage, it would seem. Trigon doing everything he can right now, though. That 100% the SS, and this is definitely the Trigon sort of map.
Yeah, he's playing superbly. But really, if Jakubon and Form can't keep themselves afloat, then the two 1k combos from YMD and Oig are just gonna make the difference.
Yeah, and this is
the
OG!
Oig is do it to the droplet. Rare occurrence there.
Oh no, Jakubon gonna miss. They're not really able to capitalize much on it now. The score bar going further towards South Korea. The XCOM buff is in motion, but Jisun missing. And very uncharacteristic misses out of OYG and Jisun there. You know, just missing the odd slide ahead. Yeah, again, and it's...
It could be if the Polish players can compose, and if there's a nightmare of a miss from Korea, then maybe but Trigon's the one to miss. There's no FC on the side of Poland. And
YMD just refuses. So it will be that South Korea XCOM buff, but it's only 20k points difference, so by no means a wide margin at all. Very close.
yeah, really well done by Trigon and YMD, but just Oig as well behind YMD being able to hold on for that long. You see that 1.2k combo is the difference maker there. Poland are getting surprisingly close to some of these maps, but just unable to pull through. Maybe soon they will have to see their advantage finally stick to their side. Number 2 picked by the South Korean side.
Yeah, Korean map buff again. The Rockma buff will be in motion. Something that I wish I had personally. As, yeah, sometimes Rockma maps don't always agree with my hands. And YMD asking, where is Boba? Perhaps that's why they're picking No More 2 right now. Maybe they're trying to
The Bobo Masterclass.
yeah, who is the real darkness here? Yes, my darkness, or Boba of darkness?
Lots of how things have gone. Currently, it looks like YMD's taking that unless Bobo is able to pull something insane from the Polish side, we will see. South Korea are only 2 points away from winning the game. No Bobo. Oh, Skylayer's gone. Trigon definitely in for this one. Same as Philo. And this time, who will be their third?
Darkness versus darkness. We might see that in CIC.
No, Skylayer will be the one staying in.
One day. And yeah, I just realized we have not seen Rels either. He is apparently eating.
Yeah, according to his Twitch chat. But that's not going to matter too much though, as South Korea have been able to compose teams fully capable of setting great scores on all these maps. Clearly shown through their 4-0 advantage currently.
Yeah, I was gonna say this, kind of wonder if this map, changed anything at all when it had to get updated later in the week, or whether it was just a hit sound thing. And a few players struggling out of the side of Poland, and yeah, this map is a little bit tricky. I mean, like, it is only like 6.3 stars, but so many of these patterns just catch you off, and when a few of these patterns just get you, I think it's something about the approach rate. It's like a 9.6 that doesn't feel like a 9.6, in my opinion.
The patterns in South Korea clearly showing why they picked this against Poland. 3 FCs compared to the misses that Poland have found. They have found their footing though again, so hoping they'll be able to pull through. Just by holding on, South Korea finding a rare miss, but if you know South Korea, you know they're not going to do that, especially when they've got 3 FCs going into the halfway mark.
And yeah, the Rockma buff in full effect. OYG gonna miss, but 2 FCs to 0. Wait, no, 2 FCs to 1, sorry. Jumped the gun, forgot Trigon was still holding that FC, and 2 FCs to 1 is still just not enough for Poland.
Yeah, with Philo and Skylayer missing, and trading with Oleg, really, their chances are just getting slimmer and slimmer as time goes on. They'll need to hold on for a lot longer. Now they really need to hold on towards the end, and not only that, but just misses on the South Korean side is all good for them. But apart from that one Oleg miss, not likely it's gonna happen with YMD and G-Son.
Yeah, and Trigon also FCing it along with G-Son and YMD, but 2 FCs to 1, just, yeah, that just isn't enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, Trigon playing super well, however, he's FC'd his one and he set up a pretty good score in the previous map, but really what matters when you're playing South Korea, one of the greatest teams in history and of this tournament. Now at match point, it's in the hands of Poland. They'll need to make the right pick right now and hope that they can put a fight up against South Korea from then on.
Well, I mean, I do see a convert there, so I do kind of wonder.
Is that the time for Poland to shine? Is that the 1-4 pick the one that they're probably best going with?
Or even Hard Rock, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't it South Korea that banned Hard Rock 1?
Yes, it was.
So perhaps even Hard Rock 2 or Hard Rock 3 right now might be an option.
Also, Hard Rock 3, I would say. And a timeout used on the side of Poland, they need to be really careful making this pick. Like, although it is South Korea, and South Korea is undeniably a spectacular team, they still have they still have the skill and the players that needed to take a few blows from South Korea. And right now they're probably planning that through. They got 2 minutes to do that. Zone 1-4 looking good, and Hard Rock probably a route they can be safe going as well because of that Korean ban of Hard Rock 1.
Oh, I wouldn't necessarily say safe, but it is a potential option, considering, you know, with the Hard Rock ban, it could just be that they don't like the map, but it could also be that they know Poland has a pretty decent Hard Rock lineup and they just don't want to take chances. It's hard to say because they are such a good team on everything. Where Poland has been doing well on everything, but it's just been like that one issue of like 2 SCs to 1, or just that slightly higher miscount all around for Poland so far. So yeah, very close, but just yeah, there's a bit of time to recover. Maybe they just needed extra time to discuss the pick, because I know sometimes, very occasionally, 2 minutes just isn't enough time to pick.
Especially when things have gone away from plan and what you had originally planned to pick might not be the best option at that point. You may need to reconsider, and I think Poland's in that sort of situation right now, especially being 5-0 down. They do have the players that can outclass the Koreans. They do have that skill, especially with the Snapple. But whether or not they can make the right pick now, and whether or not they are in the mindset to win that point, Hidden 2 is the pick.
Ooh, yeah.
Not to know what we thought of for the Hard Rock. We were slightly considering it'll be the Dika map, low AR, and funny patterns.
Yeah, custom map and background actually drawn by the mapper too, as we do know that Dika is an artist as well. He's improved quite a lot at his art, I'd say, as well. Looking at some of his stuff like from a year or 2 ago and then comparing it to now, he's definitely nailed a lot of techniques in terms of drawing. But in terms of Osu, I'd say he's also improved with his mapping as well, because he's got quite a lot of quirky and fun maps, and he really does have his own style, I'd say.
Bobo finally making an appearance. Is this a time where he puts on a masterclass and raises Poland from the depths of 5-0?
Hold on
like-
a minute.
Trigon's not.
Oh no, no,
playing. No, Bobo's not playing.
No, Boba.
No bear. No bear.
Nova of Darkness.
Trigon the one to come in instead, and to be fair, Trigon has been playing it extremely well. Rose looking like he's finally going to make an appearance. Looks like he's had a great meal and ready to play Hidden 2. Fob on Hidden as expected, and the Yakubon as well. Oig and YMD going to stay in to finish things off, hopefully. But the Polish side looking promising for this one. A glimpse of Bobo might have given them the motivation to win this point potentially, set good scores.
Yeah. Look, definitely a strong lineup, and this Hidden, I'd say, definitely in Fob's wheelhouse. Trigon, Jakubon, both incredibly good players, and I know Jakubon can do pretty much everything so far as I know. Like, he's an all-rounder, and Trigon has been just playing so well in this matchup as well.
Starting things off, 6 SS's, everyone's feeling it for now. Trigon's gonna find the early miss. Probably the least you would expect out of any player. Trigon, unfortunate there, and he's looking stable though, and potentially a chance for Poland, but no, Yakubon finds the misses. Trade with Oig though, still in the Korean favor.
Oh, Rel's gonna. Wait, Rel's on hidden. I mean, I know he can. I know he can do it, but that is a little bit surprising considering how absurdly good Rels is at speed mods.
Yeah, especially the AR 8.2 map is also a bit of a surprise. But now Poland has the lead because of that miss, with Trigon and Fob able to hold on. Fob will play FC, not anymore, my bad. And the lead is back in the South Korean favor.
Yeah, Trigon recovering quite well. Jakubon gonna miss there, but Rel's also missing too, but still, you know, 2 combos to 1. It just isn't enough right now, and this second half is gonna have to be where Poland puts something together, and they're gonna need more misses out of South Korea as well. YMD just refusing to give up the combo, and Rel's gonna drop in the slow part. That might be a little bit tilting.
It's climbing towards the Polish side. It's definitely possible so long as all 3 of them hold. But no, Yakubon's gonna hold there, and will continue to climb in South Korea's favor with YMD and Oig refusing to drop.
Yeah, and Jakubon gonna drop there too as well, and Rel's holding on again now. Performing very well. YMD dropping
YMD
does change things though. It does change things a little bit.
Not much time left, and still an advantage on the side of South Korea from the combo that Oig has.
Yeah, it's
doesn't
just
matter. And a sweep from Korea. Impressive show as they move on to the winners bracket next week. Poland will move down. A good game, well played to both sides.
Yeah, very solid performance there. You know, everyone 5 misses or less, performing just out of their minds on everything.
Yeah, indeed. Really, what less can you expect from South Korea, though? They're going to keep doing that, and whoever plays them next week will be extremely worried, I would assume, assuming they've seen how South Korea's been playing. They've been wonderful, and yeah, it'll definitely be a challenge.
Yeah, I'm thinking I need to double check that bracket, because I know who USA will face, but I'm not 100%
It is
sure.
Italy-SK matchup. Oh, it is an interesting matchup.
Ooh, Italy-SK, yeah, I do.
That'll be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, that'll be quite interesting, because I know Italy has been playing really well throughout their matches as well, so we'll see how they go on these harder pools. And I know in the 1v1s they were very contested, Italy versus South Korea last year during CIC, but anyway, in an hour from now we will have Germany versus Indonesia in the losers bracket. Second last losers bracket game, I believe. And Chile and Philippines will be the last winners bracket game, followed up by Belgium and Finland. So yeah, still a few more exciting matches left. So we will see you in an hour from now. But until then, I've been Kujibo, joined by Ewong. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you in an hour.
See you then.